Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here once again, and today is a Forza video for once. The Bugatti Divo has finally arrived, and I am quite enjoying it. It's got the lovely W16 as all new Bugattis have. I've tuned this one to S2, and if we just go ahead and take a look at this, despite having the Forza wing, it doesn't completely ruin the look because it uses the original posts as the stock wing. Okay, maybe it does have like a little bit of misfit, but it doesn't look completely horrible. It doesn't animate like the original one, but that's what you got. And then the Forza aero, you gotta have that if you want to have it on the top of S2. Let's see here. I was able to get the max weight reduction, all the aero, the widest tires, uh, all the handling bits. I had to forego the race driveline, so it's slightly heavier there, and I had to put on some super heavy wheels and I believe even a roll cage to keep the weight high enough to not get into XClass, because as an XClass car this thing is not too good, but as an S2 class car I think it's amazing. Let's take a look at this. Top speed is not amazing. Which way are we going here? Okay. In S2 it'll top out at about 240, which isn't awful, but with some cars being able to hit 280 in S2, this is for sure not a speed demon, but I found it more than makes up for it in more than one aspect. We're just going to do a top speed run here. We have 7 gears, so that's something. Two 34, 5, 6, 7, 8, just about 240. Maybe it'll hit 239, 240 if you leave it long enough. But what's most surprising, or not if you know what this car actually is, its grip. It's got very, very good grip. On the lateral G meter in the tuning menu, it shows 2.6. That's as good as a Lamborghini Veneno, and we all know how good that car is. So yeah, going down the highway, it's probably not the fastest vehicle. You could definitely use something like a Mosler to do 280 or 290 all the way down. But this car, I think it does pretty well. Let's go ahead and take it to a normal race, assuming I can find one, because you may have seen it already, what makes this car so good. The grip is exceptional. Not the greatest, but exceptional. The brakes, however, I think are out of this world. We're going to go from 200 to 0, and let's see what happens. Oh. It would help if I find the road that's more straight. There we go. The speed trap for this week's seasonal thing. Better. So many trams. I had a hard time getting a good run down here because there's 2 trams in the middle of the road when I tried to do the seasonal speed trap here. Alright, let's see how good it's 0 to 200 to 0 is, pretty much. That is insane how good it stops. Remember, this is a big old heavy Bugatti. It's not super not heavy, but it's not super light, 3,500 pounds. Compared to, let's see, what's another S2 car I have? There we go, the Apollo, that's 2,600 pounds. And the DB11, that's 2,800. Most high-end S2 class cars are around 2,000 to 3,000, not 3,500. So yeah, for a car this heavy to stop that good, I think it's amazing. You can definitely do some late braking in S2 class races. I am going to go ahead and take this to a pretty good race. Let's do it at the Cotswold Super Circuit because that's basically a short version of the Colossus. You can see how good it is, and that'll be the end of this video. Overall, I highly recommend getting it. It's super easy to get. You only need to get 50% of this week's seasonal objectives completed. You can do that through the weekly seasonal challenge, or you can do it through all of the Rivals and New Horizon story. Like all this accounts for like 36%, and then all I had to do was the seasonal PR stunts, and I was able to get it. Makes you get exactly 50% if you get all that. We're gonna go into solo, and is the Bugatti an Extreme Trajectory? Yes, it is. Awesome. I'm sure you could put on some different rims and still make it be at the top of S2. Those were some of the heavier ones I could find, and still look not completely awful. The original rims are fantastic, but they're super light, so that if you try to do all the weight reduction stuff, you just go immediately into XClass. And as I said before, as an XClass vehicle, this is not too great. You can see it's out gripping all those Pagani's and Ultimas. And with our big horsepower, we should still have some low-end acceleration. Look at us go flat out here. Slight lift there to not bump the wall. Some good old late braking. This car's brakes are fantastic. Look at this, we have a Mosler up front, we're catching him easily. Late braking, too late. Maybe if I ran lower brake pressure and ABS off, I'd do better. That's a very well tuned Mosler with the Racing V12. Okay. I did not do good there, but you'll see us, now that we're in front, we should do pretty well for this race. Maybe it's not the best 2 race car, but it's definitely the best S2 Bugatti race car. You can see we're not going to be short for speed on this track. We're almost done with it. Oh, I could have braked even later there. I probably didn't even need to brake for that one at all. But yeah, the Bugatti Divo. It can get all the aero without looking absolutely awful. It's a great driving S2 car, and a fantastic braking S2 car. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please do go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. And if you guys need a tune for the Divo, this tune I just was driving, you can download that right now. You see my gamer tag. And I have a drag tune and a speed zone tune as well. Thanks, Gambia. I'll see you in the future.